I'm gonna live without.
It's
it.
also so funny because like holding that against your online persona, where you tell someone like, "Don't ever fucking talk to me ever again," and then you sing your little bear, and you're just like, "I love you, bear."
Yeah,
little bear man.
I have this picture of Anthony that I took because he left his door open one day and he fell asleep on the floor and he's cuddled up with his sloth, just like curled up.
Yeah.
I curled up on the floor. It's so
he sent it
cute.
to me.
It's so cute.
That's the real me.
Yeah, it's so funny because there's the like the asshole that TikTok sees like flaming Sykkuno, and then there's man who hugs and tells his sloth he loves him. On the other hand,
which I do.
Why do you have no?
He does both things.
Why do you have no animate objects that you do that?
Yeah,
to?
why don't you love human?
What are you talking about? I talk to the cat all the time.
Yeah, you don't go to a human and you're like, I love you, man.
That's not true. I did that to Aatrox.
He gives me huggy bears.
What?
Man.
When Aatrox was here, I told him how much I appreciated him being around, and he was pissed because he watched Age of Empires.
Oh, that was really funny.
Oh, right.
I thought it was a bit.
And then when my dad died, he apologized to me for that. Do you know that?
No.
Yeah. So that's what it took.
That means if you fuck him over again, you're done.
Yeah. I don't have any more parents to lose, Brandon.
You ran out of dick.
He actually got me this shirt. I should shout out. He got me the shirt for Christmas. He brought it to me like last month because he was here. And he's like, bro, I got a sick present for you. A sick ass present. Because I sent him like a Hitman thing. He just didn't want to send it. But he got me this. This is the 98 Spurs or whatever playing StarCraft on a plane.
So sick.
It's a hard shirt.
Do you guys talk to yourself?
Yeah, I talk to myself.
alone?
Yeah. But I'm like Ludwig.
Yeah, I can imagine Nick muttering over like a chess position. Like that's what I'm imagining when Nick's talking to himself.
I'll just kind of be driving and I'll just be like I'll get mad about something. Like I'll be driving and I'll be like, I have to do all this shit. And I'll be like, God, I have some fucking shit to do. I'll say it out loud. Like I'll just say it to myself.
Yeah.
Dude, do you ever think about something that's really embarrassing in your past and then you just be like, ah?
Yes. All the time.
You gotta just get it out.
All the time.
Yeah.
I say
to be like every day.
audibly explain because it's so vivid and I need to like banish the thought.
That's
so I say
so
like fuck. Like just like to get it away. It happens like so viscerally too. It's happened a few times where you know how I zone out? That'll happen around people. It's like that'll happen and then I'll think of a moment like that and I'll just say something like fuck.
We know you talk by yourself and you're mean.
Dude, him on the Mogi, bro. That was a dark era.
I was thinking about the phone call. Where the moment I hang up, he was talking to himself about how he fucking hates me.
Sure, I will never do that, by the way. I said it to your face if I say that.
Smiley face.
Because it's not about you.
You said fuck you, Ludwig.
Yeah, I know, but it's not about you.
I feel like it is about
yeah, that's
him.
fair. I feel like I'm a party in this.
That's what I was gonna say. I think
You always do this.
The ways I
he's the
talk to myself.
gaslighter now.
It's not about me.
It's not about you.
When you say fuck Ludwig?
Yeah, I do it all the time.
You make everything about you. Hey, you make everything about you.
Not you.
What the heck, man?
Not you specifically.
What the heck?
If I'm in the car and like today, like driving, I was trying to get back fast and like people are just driving like fucking slow and like idiots, like not signaling and fucking be like, fuck that. I'll just say that to myself.
Yeah,
in the
I
car.
road rage out loud too.
Yeah, I'll do that. And then the other way I started talking to myself more recently is I'll get like a little anxious about things or nervous or like stressed, and I will talk like I think I have these feelings of like anxiety or like fear that I will literally have a conversation with myself about now. I'll like talk to myself and try to articulate why it's bothering me and then try to like talk back to myself to like figure it out, and it relieves a lot of stress.
Can I just say red flag emoji?
What? This is like one of the healthiest habits I've ever developed.
That's weird, guys.
I think it's fine.
You are weirder.
Why?
I don't need to explain because we went through everything.
I think he's right.
The audience can connect the dots. I won't connect it for them.
Vote on your phones now.
Vote on your phones right now.
You kind of like sit on this like little pit or like well of fucking negative energy or feelings, right? And it's like it's just kind of there and it makes you feel bad and if you try to like break it apart into things that why does this actually make me feel bad? It becomes
I guess I
much
just
more
do it all
manageable.
internally.
I have the entire. I'm a mixture of you two. I have the entire conversation in my head, and at the end of it, I go, "Oh, that makes sense." I say that out loud.
If I speak,
you give your review.
I try to do that, but it's not as like cathartic. I think when I think about something that way, I'll get lost in like I'll get like pulled aside by myself almost. And it's hard to stay concentrated on like the thread of thought that is like going to give me relief. But if I say it, it's like this thing that has to be finished and pushed through.
Yeah.
And I do that in like the car now.
Is
Or,
it
like,
only in the car?
the car and the shower are the 2 places.
Safe
I've done
places.
It. Doesn't I don't do it like super often.
Do you
but
guys
I
drive
started
with
doing
music?
No.
It. Yeah.
All the every day,
Almost
every
never.
day of my fucking life.
I don't listen to music.
That's true.
All?
Yeah,
Not
I
in the
drive.
car.
I'm
You're a freak
usually
bitch.
don't drive with music.
I don't. Well, I rarely drive, right? So the only time I drive, I usually try to catch up on podcasts.
I feel. Oh well,
Well, you're still listening.
I feel like I focus so much better in my car for some reason because there's like nothing else besides the road, which you're so used to driving on. So like when I'm in my car, I don't usually listen to music unless there's other people in the car because it's like weird. But I'll just like sit there. I'll just drive and think.
I get frustrated in the car because I can't do anything. All my greatest ideas and things I want to do and achieve in this planet happen when I'm trapped on the highway, unable to do them.
You can write them down.
Oh, really? Pull out my phone,
Hey,
like
Siri,
our viewers do when they
Have a
listen
little
to our
little notebook.
when
Put
they-
a
Take a
little
note.
when our viewers
Tell
listen to
Siri
our
to do it.
podcast.
Tell
I
Siri
did
to
have
make
a-
it.
I had a-
Siri.
Oh, I do
we
that
are
all the
beefing.
time. I do that shit all the time. I open Siri and yell a long note that doesn't make any sense, but it has words I'll see later and realize
That you'll
what I- what I-
recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a freak bitch phase where I was listening to NFL games while I was driving.
That
like
is
an
a freak
old
bitch
man.
page.
That's just that's old man shit.
Yeah, yeah.
On the AM radio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was. Well, it was just on Hulu. I just pulled it up.
I will say, I see. I will say, hearing baseball announcers on the AM radio, they're really good at articulating the vibe.
They're
Yeah.
passionate.
Yeah.
There's a reason why they're there, and it's not luck.
It's insane that you can care that much about baseball.
And Castellanos with a line drive, or what does that mean? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Actually, you know
The
what?
guy that got like he like said a slur before the game started, and then he was like, "Well, this is gonna be the final game of my career. 30 years in sports broadcasting as Castellanos. It's a line drive down." And
I feel like the way baseball breaks down, actually, it's probably one of the better radio sports
Probably
because it's fucking boring as
because
shit,
it's boring
Yeah.
and slow. Yeah.
because it's slow.
Soccer would be like so. I feel like hard to follow.
especially if it's in Spanish.
Yeah, because you can't just track
Yeah.
like all the.
That'd make it harder for me.
Yeah.
I didn't get to tell you about the shoot at Mr. Bean.
So let's go. We're back.
I love when Nick does that because it's the cringiest thing he does. But he also does it so often that like you're getting good at it.
It's my thing.
I know.
Come on.
Oh,
we're
you-
Does
going
it
back.
still cringe if he's good at it?
It's like saying, let's get the elephant out of the room and then getting a physical elephant out. That's what it makes me think of.
That would be funny.
That
That's
would
a
be
good
so
gag.
funny.
That's a good
Do you
gag.
wait,
You're the weird one.
can we stop here? What's the cringiest thing you think all of us do
Ooh.
before we get into the Mr. Bean?
If you say exist, I'm gonna be so mad.
Exist.
Named Aiden is Aiden.
Yeah. Yours, that,
Okay.
which isn't even that bad. Yours is when you are mean to people
What?
because it just makes me, I'm like uncomfortable.
You're surprised?
In what context?
When I hang out with you and you are mean to people, either that I know or even
When?
sometimes viewers,
When?
it feels like I am at a friend's house and they are fighting with their parents. That's
When
the
have I
feeling
ever
get.
been mean to somebody when we were hanging out in real life?
I
Melee,
am-
melee.
Yeah,
When we play melee.
When actually melee Aiden, yeah.
Okay, I'll take that.
But
that's the only context.
Even when you're mean talking about people too, or so because you just get very angry.
Yeah.
So that's it for you.
Don't
That's-
revel in it. Don't revel in it.
I'm
He
not.
wasn't asking. He wasn't asking you.
I'm just agreeing.
He was asking you to prove it, but he knows the answer.
Yeah. Yeah,
No,
that's a cringe.
I
He
just,
was
no,
saying
no,
if
because
you
you
could prove
change it to when you talk
Yeah.
about being mean.
Versus hanging out with
Yeah.
somebody.
And
Oh,
I was
both.
like, oh, okay. Well,
Both.
yeah, but you didn't clarify that till later, so I was like, yeah.
And then you,
Bro, which
Come
one?
on.
Dude.
Bitch, which one?
I got a song of reasons.
Yeah.
Okay.
The song is just you saying I am.
Yeah, and that's all the evidence you need.
That's
The proof is
that's
self-evident.
actually a lack of evidence.
Yeah.
So maybe even one thing. You could say one thing.
Dude, you're doing it right now.
Maybe
That's crazy.
two
You're doing it
days.
right now.
Kinda
You're being
doing it
cringe.
right now.
one day.
Show up late.
What
There
the-
you go. Anyway, the shoot.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't leak too much, but basically my role was kind of like,
Even tell me anything.
Wait, I'd like to redeem my Aiden right
Uh-huh.
now. Next time Mr. Beast hits you up, I want to tag along.
no.
Why? He did it.
Because
Nuh-uh.
next time we go,
No,
we'll,
go
we'll
fuck
all go
yourself.
for the yard.
You're a
fuck
stupid
you.
pussy, and he doesn't want
fuck
you to
you.
come.
Because like then I would need 2 trips where I go with just you, and then I'd be like, boys, we can't do the yard yet. It's Nick time, and then I'd have to do a yard one. Because we'll do a yard one.
No, but if you're just going for something else,
He just wants to come
I
and
want
hang
to.
and
I
see
want to
the-
see the world.
You want to see the
Sure.
sausage. He's a
Yeah.
fucking filmmaker.
I mean, hey, you know,
He doesn't want you to come.
next time.
Fucked up, man.
Next
Fucked
time.
up.
If
You're a
if
bad
that-
friend.
I think the next time it happens, it will be the podcast time it happens. Is why I think that.
Yeah, man.
He's just saying that it won't be any time unless it's the podcast.
I know.
I think that'll be next time.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
why
but
can't?
that's
Why
the
couldn't it be another
problem.
time?
Why couldn't it be another time?
How about after the podcast?
Then we'll go.
Why?
No, then we'll go.
Why though?
But
Me and
why,
you.
Why
why,
after?
why is that a
Do you
snap yes?
enjoy-
'Cause we should do the podcast.
Do you enjoy
It's-
failing?
You're
your friends?
just saying. Oh man.
All I do is give.
Do you take pride in it?
Don't.
He
That's all I
does the
do.
give thing again.
All I
You
do
know
is
what?
give.
You could take it all away,
You're
and
about
I
to
would
turn
still
me-
just want you to be my friend.
And I still have.
Yes.
And I never have.
All
and I
you
never
do is
will.
give.
All I do is give.
Name 20 things you've given me.
20 paychecks.
True.
Say
Easy.
that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Easy clap.
I clicked that
Gets
button.
me there.
so-
Appreciate that. That's why he
I
gets
was
me the
already
big bucks.
shooting really high because he definitely has.
We were your friends before you gave.
That is true.
You remember that.
Yeah, that was when I was taking. That was my taking phase.
So we're even.
Yeah. We're,
All right. So now you owe me.
The shoe was crazy. It was an 11-hour day, and they just do because like you ever see the video where he does like the bounty hunter thing, and it's like they have an insane bit, and it's like we have a firework that's gonna launch and
They blow
distract
up a
him.
bridge or
Yeah,
whatever.
we blow up. Yeah, so that's how the day works, and it's like sequential bits that they have planned out where these things are meant to happen, and they film it all in one day. So they do one, bam, go to next, bam, go to next. And my job was like because he's gonna go with them, but it is also like a race aspect. I had to be at the next location before he was there in case he made it late, so I could intro it.
What was the race aspect?
So I was like backup beast. That's the part I don't want to reveal too much because like it'll come out, but it's just like
Too controversial.
no, it's just
Was it
leaks.
all
It's
races or
leaks.
just like two?
no racing?
You were being racist.
Yes, and that's what they hired me for actually.
They
is to
needed a
be
racist guy?
Token
Yeah.
racist.
Yeah, because they apparently couldn't find one in North Carolina. I was shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're bone dry out
North
there.
Carolina get more blue every day.
Here's the thing: down south, they're actually not racist.
Yeah,
the
that's-
Confederate flags are history, not herstory. Anyway, that was the main role of mine. But it is fucking crazy because some of the things they did just failed, like massively failed. That would have been like full on things. Like one thing they had it was like a cannonball. You're supposed to shoot a target, and depending how close you were is like how well you did whatever. And it was a huge vinyl target, like twice the size and height of this room, like 2 floors tall. And the wind, because it was just an insanely windy day, just ripped it. And they had one more target, back of one, ripped
Yeah.
it. Both are just GG. And it's like they just have to fucking roll with that. They figure out a backup and keep the shoot.
Do they do
going.
rehearsals?
No.
That's why.
They just prep and just do it and just bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
And it's so much shit all happening at once. Like there's
What's the
these
crew
guys.
Size? Sorry.
What's up?
What's the crew size about?
I don't even, maybe 50 people.
Jesus
Damn,
Christ.
That's tight.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. There's like, yeah, it's every time I go.
Are
there's
most of them
more
like
people.
movers or specialists? Like people who can handle a cannonball or people who move things? Or are most of them like you know, boom guy, camera guy, director, that kind of thing?
I would say it's like a half where like, it was like a third production, a third basically like runners, and then people who just do anything, and then a third were just like specialists. Like they had the guys from, I think it's Hacksmith. It's this Canadian group that made a real lightsaber. I don't know if you've ever seen that video.
No,
like a
yeah.
I saw his
Plasma
tweet.
beam. And they had them there. They drove down from Canada to bring the lightsaber for one bit to use it. And that's it. They'll probably be in their video for like maybe 30 seconds. And like they got, like for me, I get those guys. It's like, all right, guys.
We're
Yeah,
some
we get
miles out
content
of that
land,
lightsaber.
yeah.
Fellas. Yeah, and but them it's like not 30 seconds in and out. They
Probably
drove 14
also
hours.
didn't
It's
get a
good. It's
PJ
good,
though.
right? Because it constantly
They couldn't fly with that thing.
it
On a
constantly
PJ?
doubles down on the idea that Mr. Beast is the guy we're all here for. You know what I mean?
Yes.
If you focus on these other people who are in for a lot of the time, it makes them more special than like your product.
He has an insane amount of pull over even people in your social sphere, which is pretty insane.
Yeah. So that was my role, and I was just there dropping a few ha-has, a few hee-hees, and a few intros. And I did one intro, sans him, because he showed up late, and then he showed up and saw me doing the end of it. He's like, nailed that. I'm like, yeah, bitch, I'm a fucking live streamer.
Do you think that
He was like a 10-take Tyler on the goddamn.
Oh, really?
Really?
Mr. Beast is a 10-take Tyler?
10-take Tyler, bro.
Fuck, bro.
He did the ad read, and I was thinking to myself, I was like,
I thought at least like a 9-take Nancy or
No, I wish.
He's a Tyler.
I wish he was a Nancy
Fuck.
sitting there being
What
a
about
Tyler.
an 8-take Edgar? Would you do what was your why did you come? I guess I don't want to spoil it, but like what was Ludwig needed for?
Literally that role, and it was also just because Carl couldn't do the shoot that day.
So you're just co-hosting,
So it was like, okay, Carl is gone. Who's someone who could fill that
and
role?
he flew you out.
And he asked Carl, like, who are, like, your best friends who you love? And Carl was like, well, Ludwig. We love each other, and we're best
Yeah.
friends.
Ludwig,
so.
Because you say
Ludwig
that.
actually tells me he loves me at the end of our phone calls, but it's weird because I never say it back.
Dude, Jimmy does the same thing. He goes, oh, I love you. And he does like after like every conversation. And if something
What?
slightly like makes him happy, like if you like make a joke, you'd be like, I love you. Like that.
Okay.
That's huge.
But every time he said it, I was like, I thought of Nick. I was like, so I didn't say it back a few times.
Yes! Yes!
I'm in your head, bro.
I was like, I love Nick.
My friend Robbie used to be like, when he hung up the phone, he'd be like, all right, night. And I always thought that was really cute.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
And
cute.
we say like,
Homies
it's
tell you
daytime.
goodnight.
We'd say night,
Yeah.
you know?
Funniest thing that happened though, Nolan, I don't know if you know, Mr. Beast guy. He's been in videos. He's just white guy comb over. He's part of Mr. Beast universe. His
like
parents.
Chandler.
He's like Chandler, but shorter.
Wait, comb over,
Got
like
it.
you have to be bald for a comb over, right? With it goes over your bald
No.
part.
Are
isn't
you
that
just
a
talking
thing?
about the
Don't worry, it's just a
hairstyle, or is he
hairstyle.
balding?
I'm just trying to explain.
No, but isn't
how
that what
it
a comb
looks.
over is?
No, it's not. You could say parted hair, I guess. It's weird that you specified his hairstyle.
I'm trying to give you a picture if you've seen a Mr. Beast video of who this is.
Got it.
Because it's not Chandler or Chris, and you probably know them, and it's a guy with like the white guy with comb over. Anyway, his name's Nolan. He was there. He was part of a bit. His parents were there, right? And they're all rushing off. Everyone's rushing off to go to the next thing. And right before I leave, his parents come up to me and they're like, "Hey, can we get a picture? Our daughter loves you."
You're right, by the way.
And I've been ripping bits with Nolan's dad the whole time. Really funny guy. Being like, "You fuck Nolan. Nolan's cringe." Basically treating Nolan like Eamon. And his dad would double down. His dad would be like,
Yes.
"Yeah."
That's what it'd be like if I met your dad.
Uh,
Me and your dad are gonna get fucking wild and wet.
I'm gonna get wet and wild with your dad, boy.
I also will do that with your father and have sex with him.
I want to get wet, I guess.
Not what I meant.
Is what I
Anyway,
meant.
so they asked for a picture. They're like, "Our daughter loves you." And I'm like, "Absolutely. Like, I'm down. Let's do it." We take a few pictures. And I'm like, "Great to meet you guys." I leave. I see Nolan later that night after the shoot's all over. And he's like, "You took a picture of my parents, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Okay, yeah, cool." I'm like, "Why? What's up?" He's like, "Well, I was talking to them at Red Lobster, and they're talking about the picture. And they said, yeah, we took a picture with Sap Snap today."
No way.
And they thought I was Sap Nap, who they misreferred to as Sap Snap. They showed it to their daughter.
I love this.
And their
so
daughter
much.
recognized me, right? Because I'm adjacent enough. And she's like, "Oh, cool. Why do you never meet the cool guys, though?" Because she's like a huge Minecraft head.
Yeah.
That's just hot milky juice for my
Rip.
blood.
I
That was
needed
good.
that.
That was
That's
like,
the
damn.
retrig for me.
Damn. That's tough.
That's the retrig.
That's tough,
awesome.
Nolan.
Insane.
Because I liked your dad a lot before this. So that was a funny thing that came out of it. They also abandoned me at one point.
What do you mean?
Well, because when I did that picture, they all left to go to the next thing, and you don't have time to slow down because the contestants are like going.
Yeah.
So everyone has to follow, crew, host. And so for a second, I faltered, and the guy who was the runner who was bringing me to each location was gone. Like,
Are you filming? Are all these locations like at a different spot on like a compound? Are you going to
No,
different parts of the city?
totally different city parts, cities in general.
Yeah.
Be like a 10-minute drive, 30-minute drive, 2-hour drive.
Oh wow.
Very far from each other.
So much planning that goes into that.
Yeah, it's a lot. And so this guy had been driving me around everywhere. Call him. He's like, "Oh," he's like a British guy. He's like, "Oh yeah, man. Jimmy asked me to go with him, so you know." And it's like, I get it. Jimmy says, "Get in the car."
get
You're
in
not
the
gonna be
car.
like,
Yeah.
"No." And so I'm like, "Fuck, I'm stranded." And I hijacked one of their cars. I just
Yeah.
went into a car. It had the keys in. And I just took it.
That's awesome.
And I just went to the next shoot.
I would have done the same thing because you know what? In Mr. Beast world, it doesn't really matter.
What
does
because if you nail the next scene, right? They're gonna be like, "How'd you get here?" You're like, "I stole a car." It's like,
That is hype for them.
dedicated.
If you break a rental car, but the shot is good, they're like, "We can pay for the
They're
rental."
like,
Yeah.
"Fuck the cost." Yeah.
The shoot was like, it was $800K.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Private jet was 400. So. I'm kidding,
No.
kidding.
That's like
I have no idea how much private jet costs. It's probably like
thousands.
It's no, it's probably like 5 figures. Probably like tens of thousands.
Look, a business class to London is $9K. So
Round trip.
how much
Oh, I
is-
guess it's
yeah.
like yeah, it's west to east.
Imagine
You're
a
one guy.
private jet one way is probably like 10K. I don't know though.
age.
Or they could have it like rented for like a month or something, and they can access it that whole month.
Wasn't like that. It's not like that, like the movie pass of jets.
No, yeah, Fandango.
Ride it as many times as you like.
Fuel's cheap.
And that was it. And then the return trip, no PJ.
Ah, you broke ass little
Dude,
baby.
I felt like an escort. I felt like Julia Roberts, but it was the bad ending, and Richard Gere didn't love me.
That's right.
And so to start, it was PJ, bring me out, put me in a fancy dress, and I'm like, I'm cool. And then at the end, Richard Gere was like, I'm good. And then I'm like, all
You're
right.
walking home with your shoes in your hand, bro.
Yeah, it was commercial. I
Mr.
had like an
Beast-
Uber. I had two
Mr.
legs.
Beast shaking your hand at the airport. It was like, well, it was good for me.
I came.
You were just a series of holes for him.
Yeah.
Wow.
To be filled.
And he'll use your holes again.
He filled you out like a job application.
Okay, you're getting weirdly seedy about it.
Yeah, I am.
Did you get a
I'm a
flight
weird
booked
guy.
on release, or did you have to pay for your own flight back?
They did pay for it. A couple
Yeah,
stops
me-
on the way.
Me and Sam last night after we played Fortnite a bunch. There's like me and my our friend Sam in Discord, and we love quoting this Tim and Eric sketch, which is I forget what it's called, but it's Tim as like an office boss and Eric as like a large heavyset woman. And he's got this hilarious like bald cap and giant like horseshoe hair, and he's like, "What's up, Carol? I want to get wet with you." And it's 4 minutes of him just saying, I wanna treat you like a hog. You know, and she's just like, "Oh, that's so nice, Mr. Mr. Whatever." And we were just like quoting it back and forth, and I just kept thinking about Mr. Beast going up to Ludwig and just being like, "I wanna take a bite. Okay? I wanna get wet."
Thanks, Jimmy. Yeah, really cool.
And you do the same.
Glad to be here, Jimmy.
Oh my god, it's so.
That was
So
it.
was it a good time?
It was a good time. It was a tight 36 hours. I got there and back.
It's
did my
crazy
thing.
because he'll never say no to Mr. Beast.
No, I've said no before. He's done this before, right?
Yeah.
He's not a guy that hits you up and he's like, yo, in a month I have this shoot planned. It's like, in 2 days, you need to be here for a shoot or I will kill your firstborn.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, can't. I've planned something with like Cutie or like we have, like one time he asked me out and I was like, we got the yard. I can't come out. And then it's just GG and then they figure something else out, I'm sure.
And that's when he was like, bring it. Bring the yard.
Yes,
Just
that's
bring-
when he said bring the
just bring your
yard. And then I was like,
podcast.
I also have something Cutie, but
He said stomp the yard.
Speaking of holes to use, this came to my attention
talk about your father.
recently. Okay, well,
Come on.
crass,
Because he's going to use our holes.
crass. Come on,
That guy is going to dominate me. He's gonna put me in a burlap sack.
Straight shot.
I hope you're
Straight shot.
line him up at the bottom of the bed.
No turns, baby.
Run up to me.
He's an animal.
He could put wheels on me, land me.
He could land me and then take off too. Shit. Yes.
making Minecraft sounds.
He likes it.
Okay.
Speaking of holes to fill,
Yeah. Speaking of holes to fill,
Jesus
huh?
Christ.
You know,
do you read the
you
book
keep
Holes?
talking about my dad.
No,
I mean, we
go ahead.
could.
We will.
Would you like
you're gonna
that?
If
take
you
so
want us to
long.
fill,
Because he's like a colossus of man.
I don't want to mince words. Your father could step, Corwin. You could step on. I'll call you daddy.
That's right.
This is what you want from me,
Yeah.
Phil?
No, I hate.
I want to scale you like an oak.
like a in Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah.
I want you to tap me like a maple tree.
Yeah.
Just drink my sap.
Just
You Canadian.
Wow.
I know you've got the mounted police, but I want you to police me while mounting me.
My name ain't Timmy, but I'll be your whore.
Oh yeah.
I know your core win, but I want to win in my core. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Nick's getting involved.
All you
Woo!
have to do is jump in and we can stop. But you're just letting
gonna
I
me
know.
start
I'm
fucking
I'm
talking?
stun locked.
You think it's unlocked?
I've been taking a lot of meetings about a recent canister stroker.
Yeah, we can't call it a fleshlight.
Yeah, and I've been chatting about this with people, and
New name, by the way, Sir Strokes a lot.
yeah, that's great.
Love it.
Sir Strokes a
We
lot.
just made that up.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
just keep that. We'll just stick with
I
that.
I already
He's
made the perfect
marketable.
name.
What is it?
Too many.
What was the
Come
name?
on, man.
Come on, man. Hey, yes.
It was the Pogger pussy.
Oh, right.
Pogger pussy.
That is good.
Pretty good.
Poggit pussy.
Well, it's already, the
No.
joke's already there. You don't have to make
Worse.
it more on
Right?
the
You
nose.
just made it
Fellas,
worse.
You get it.
No, you
Because
made
it's
it
like
worse.
a pun that you made the other day, too, so you know this.
Boss, what do you want to do?
Pog that pussy.
That's what boss wants, and I'm a worker bee.
go ahead.
And
I can't piss him off
I
anymore.
was talking to somebody and they were like, "Do you know about the vajankle?" I was like, "What? What the fuck is a vajankle?"
No, that's the word game. It's just vagina
That's next to
anatomy.
the Achilles.
And you know those like those Halloween props where it's just like a severed like a severed hand or a severed arm,
Yeah.
and it has that like it's just like fake plastic like blood or bones that come out of the end of it or something. So picture like a foot like that, except instead of the foot ending and turning into like bones, it is a pussy, and you fuck the foot.
So you're
But
fucking a
from
limb.
From the like, if you can chop off my leg, the pussy is the part that's chopped off,
Right.
and then you look at the foot while you fuck
And it's
it.
still dripping in blood.
And it's there's no there's
be.
Really
maybe
graphic.
you could get a bloody option.
Only the Halloween.
It's
version.
like a.
Yeah.
Can we show this zipper?
It's just
can you
like
look
Jackie
up
Chan's
vajankle
hand,
on
but
Google
instead
Images?
of a metal hole.
Because I didn't
And
really,
Archie, you're gonna wanna
I didn't
blur
really
this one.
grasp this until I looked at it. Because in my head I was like, "What sort of angle are you taking that at?"
The vajank.
The vajankle.
You might have to send it to Zip. I don't know if Zip knows. Oh my Jesus!
Oh,
Ew.
that is definitely not
God.
going to
Is
be in
that what
Rush
you're
Hour
talking
3.
about?
Yeah.
Dude, it looks so real and
this
so
is a
wrong.
vajankle.
Wait, why is this a thing?
Oh, I hate looking at this actually.
It actually it's kind of fucked up.
Do you
It's
think
like a
when
fetish
you
thing.
do you think when you get it off, their toes curl?
I would hope so.
If
I'm
it
paying a
senses
premium.
liquid, the toes curl.
Yeah.
It's like the monkey's paw. It drops one of the fingers.
Yeah, that's the new idiom. The vajankle toe curls another toe.
And I was like, yeah, maybe that could be like our secondary product, and maybe we'd get like a sample.
You know what? I don't want
No.
to contribute to that.
I actually think you're a psychopath now.
That
I
is-
saw that, and I don't want that to be in the universe, so I don't want to be a part of creating it.
I'm with Ludwig. We're the same for once.
I don't work for you.
That's true.
He makes his own company now.
Hand Pussies Incorporated.
I have
Yeah.
a union, and you can't, and we'll strike if you don't let me make the ankle
Vajankle.
pussy.
We'll
You
strike
couldn't
and
even call it
come.
a vajankle, right? You'd have to come up with a new
Yeah, we'd have to
dumb
come
name.
up with a new name.
That's
Right.
crazy that's taken.
Oh,
Yeah, because it is. It
That's like when
flows.
Boner Master 74 is at taken gamer tag.
Yeah.
You're like, come on, who?
Look, boys, I know we're bottom of the barrel, but who wrote coffee on
No,
this?
we're not. We're not. Listen. I have. We should talk about something. Our sister podcast, Whine About It. Okay, Whine About It's struggling. Every fucking week, Cutie stomps into the kitchen and she's like, "Fucking look, god damn it, YouTube, the overlords, they're demonetizing us." And we cut out every swear and we cut out every instance of cum, and then we're standing there because she'll like talk to Nick, she'll talk to me. Do you guys get demonetized? We're like, no. And it's like, well, we had a segment.
Yeah, and we'll sit here. We'll be like, "You ever come in the sex with your guns?"
And then Zipper shows up and again.
We vajankle and then extensive dog cum.
And then we'll be like,
section.
remember
Yeah,
we talked
and-
about women
and the
in
guys,
cages?
And the guys who did 9/11 did go to heaven. Like,
Dude, and so
and
we
sometimes we'll have Stavros on our podcast.
and it's a huge struggle. So I've been thinking a lot about this. I don't know if you guys are down, but I'm pretty sure it's because it's women on camera wearing clothes, which apparently is like a problem.
Yeah.
What if we all wore dresses for an entire episode and see if we got demonetized?
I think I'm down for the experiment. It wouldn't work. We would need to literally have 4 women sit where we sit. Because I think this is what happens, right? The way it works on YouTube is you get demonetized usually by bot or mass reports. Those are the 2 ways.
Yeah.
So a bot looks over the footage and they go, bang, bad, whatever, demonetized. And then a human looks it over. And a human has to be like, okay. And I imagine the humans probably just have ingrained sexism. And so it's like if they're talking about sex, but also like you know, wearing clothes and are women,
Yeah.
they're more like, oh, that is way more sexual.
That's
and if
so
it's us
weird.
4 talking about cum and I'm wearing Crocs and you're wearing
I talked about a dog named Bruce fucking a white woman.
I know, because it's. I think they're like, oh, that's not sexual, because it's just guys being dudes.
It's not. I like that.
And so
let's do it,
that's
bro.
what my theory is. So I think if we were dressed up as in dresses,
Let's do Ocean's 8, bro. Let's find 4 girls. We'll get them in these seats and we'll see what happens.
yeah,
Well, and
it
then
couldn't
we'll
go
add
wrong. Let's do like an all. This couldn't go wrong in all women's yard.
We're
People will love this idea. It'll be like Ocean's 8 in the Ghostbusters movie.
It's like the Powerpuff Boys
Both
episode.
equally successful.
Yes.
It's the gender bent.
Yeah. So I am interested. I do think it has a higher
You gotta-
chance.
We all
You could
saw
give
me as
Susan a
Velma.
bit of a
We know
shakedown
I'm gonna
on this
kill
one.
the dress. Just say that right fucking
True.
now.
No, I would serve Queen.
I guess
Shit, bro.
we should just do a demonetized episode. And it's will this episode get demonetized? And we take off more and more clothing.
We tried to get this episode demonetized.
right.
Yeah.
And we just try
Have,
really
like,
hard.
none of our past 10 been demonetized?
Well, no, a
Couple
few
of
of them have. So I'd say like in our past 20 episodes, 3 have been demonetized, but 2 of them got appealed when we just said review it manually, and they always go back. Except for
they homied
the
us.
only one that didn't was the weed episode.
So that's the only truly demonetized episode?
Yeah,
When we did mushrooms, that was clear?
that never it never even got put on
yeah,
demonetized.
That's
because we only
great.
allegedly did them.
Yeah. And that's how it works.
Yeah.
If you say allegedly.
The only thing I was thinking about that like they do that we don't is they drink alcohol on camera. But then I was like, what would fucking the Max Mofo what's their show?
Cold
Cold
ones.
Ones?
What would Cold Ones do? They would be demonetized every episode.
Yeah, well, Cold Ones does get ferociously demonetized, but then they do like massive re-edits until it's like clear, because
Really?
it usually gets caught by the bot, and then they'll do it before it's ever uploaded.
Yeah, that's how YouTube suggests it. They like upload your video private, and the bot will talk to you,
Yeah.
and then you keep going through.
There's like 2 so the episode that we got demonetized that didn't get undemonetized. The reason that I deduced from like watching the whole thing and reading what they said we violated, I think it's because we talked about foot jobs for like a really long time, something like that, and it was like fetish talk. You can't like do fetish talk without getting demonetized.
Thank God, vajankles on a fetish.
or dogs,
Well,
Yeah, I don't
guys. Something's wrong.
So
I think
know. I don't
think,
know. Maybe their show talks about sex more, but it's probably just
Hey,
you know.
No, I think
sometimes Bruce gets tired, and
I'm not
and sometimes Bruce needs a little energy.
not Fido.
Red Bull sugar free in his bowl, and he gets
Hey,
back to bumping.
if you want to be a bull like Bruce,
If you want to see that lipstick penis come out,
I don't like lipstick penis.
dude, I'll never forget this. I was driving in the car with my aunt and my cousin as a kid, and
this is your transition from dog penis.
We were leaving the farm that one of my uncle and aunts owns, and they have a bunch of sheep, and you can see the sheep in the field, and the sheep just like pops a boner in the field, and I'll never forget what my cousin said. She was like, Mom, look, it's a lipstick sheep. And that just
Wow.
that like stuck with me because I
That's how
thought it
they
was
make
so
it.
fucking funny.
That's how they make the lipstick.
yeah, especially
They cut off
inhumane,
the
they cut
dick.
it off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really bad industry.
fucked up.
I don't like animal beauty products, animal source beauty products.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The coffee on there. You want to?
Yeah.
I was gonna.
Also, one more thing to wrap the demonetized though. I think it's partially they're women. And also, I think, look, I'm going to say it, since I've been at YouTube, I haven't gotten demonetized so very often.
Yeah.
It would happen like once every, I want to say, 10 to 20 for me.
The crazy thing
A
is
year
that
ago.
when we appeal, it almost always goes back. When they appeal, it never changes.
know.
And I'm like,
I feel like terrible because she's like, I just don't get it. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
I don't get it either.
I don't either, brother.
Yeah. And demonetized, if you don't know, by the way, also just, it's not about not making money. Who cares? It's usually it stops getting recommended.
yeah.
Yeah. You
And then
lose
it just takes
views.
it.
Then that's what really it's
Real
about.
currency.
Is the goddamn views.
Wow.
But yeah, our last one did get demonetized. We appealed it and it was all good to go.
Amen.
Yeah, I wanted to bring this attention to the viewers because Aiden did this. He's been doing this since I've lived with him, probably earlier as well. And I think it's fucking disgusting.
Oh,
And I don't know, maybe it's just me being a weird guy, or
let's find out.
The
Maybe-
airing of grievances. Oh,
Order!
I have a grievance for Nick after two. I just thought of it.
It's not really a grievance. It doesn't bother me specifically, but it's just fucking weird. Aiden will get coffee. He'll make it in the coffee pot. This is my grievance nipple
Awfully
stance.
hot.
And it's awfully hot. And it'll go cold after like 2 hours, and then he'll take his coffee cup and then put it in the microwave, and then heat it back up.
Yeah.
And then continue drinking.
That's
it.
fine.
You think that's fine?
That's fine, yeah.
Is that just normal?
You're the coffee guy. Why is that not cringe in American?
Well, it's probably cringe in American, for sure, but it's fine. Like, it's going to taste... Because you're probably making, like, average coffee anyway, right? You're just buying whatever beans and it's already fucked.
I make mid coffee at best.
So if you're already using fucked shit, you're not buying expensive beans because you're like really into coffee or whatever. It's like you're already using fucking over roasted shit. Putting it in the microwave will not make it taste that different.
So it doesn't taste like a prison toilet?
If you think,
I mean, it kind of does.
I think if it tasted horrible, he just like wouldn't do that.
Yeah, no, I disagree because I think sometimes he just does shit that's like. Aiden's interesting. He'll be really particular about something, and then it's like, Aiden, doesn't that taste fucking terribly? Like, and he's fine with it.
Well, what I think is gross, and maybe you'll think it's less gross, is my old boss. Shout out Dan. I don't know if he watches.
Dan's a psycho bitch.
He's a psycho bitch.
Dude.
So he'll, for example, like I'll on my way to work when I used to work at BTS, I would get him a like a cold brew, and he would drink it to like 1/4 full, and then it would sit on his desk for like 2 days. He just wouldn't throw it away. It's on his desk. And then after 2 days, it's obviously melted. There's only a fourth left. He would take it to the break room, fill it to the top with water, and no ice, just water to make it a full cup again, and then drink it to a fourth. And I'm not fucking kidding. Do it again.
No.
And I've literally seen him like 4 cycles into this where it's no longer even brown.
Yeah.
It's just tinted water.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude,
That
was
is
that
freak
coffee at
bitch
one point? And
behavior.
he's like, yeah. I don't know. I just filled it. And I'm like, that doesn't gross you out? He's like, no, just like, I don't know. It's like water.
I'm gonna hard read him as a human. I think the original cold brew is way too concentrated and probably gets him too jittery, and he doesn't like that.
No, nope. He'll do this. What he also does, he'll get a latte and then he'll take it home and he'll put it in the fridge. And like 4 days later, when it's literally half one color and half milk, and it's separated and thick and gross, he'll just take it out and just stir it and drink it.
New hard read. He just doesn't like wasting.
He's a psycho. That is definitely
They
true.
call it the jigsaw Americano.
My microwave habit is instilled in me from Dr. Noodle Slam because I used to never do this, and he'd make coffee every morning or like most mornings, and then take his cup or whatever, and then like leave a pot. And he drank a shit ton of black coffee like every day. I think he still does, but he would do this thing where he'd leave the pot full of coffee like over the course of like 3 days
reheat it.
and go back to it and reheat cups from the same
That's pretty gross.
thing of
But
coffee.
it's not like a hard
And
resource
I
to acquire.
Yeah, I was like, dude, that's fucking gross. He's like, what? It's just fucking water. Like I'm just heating up water basically.
Dude, he
And
is
then-
the reason you're weird.
And then I was like, yeah, you're kind of right. And then I do it within 1 day now.
Because like what I do,
I've never gone to the next day.
I do this every day where I get an iced coffee, I drink it to like half, and then like 6 hours later it's melted. I just fill it with ice, and then I drink the rest of it. But I won't do that tomorrow.
Sure.
Like within the same day, I'll just fill it with ice and make it cold again.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So not to sit and have just harp on coffee mechanics and all, but I am interested. Sound off in the comments or the Discord if you think he's a psychopath freak or he's fucking kind of normal, or maybe you had a roommate that used to like sperm in your own coffee and then be like, "It's fine, bro."
You want to hear how Nick's a psychopath?
I would love
Okay.
that.
I'm
all
here
right.
for it.
Dude, okay, so Nick's footprint on the house, pretty small. Generally, he keeps to his room.
Unless he cooks.
Yes, which he hasn't done in a while, and usually he orders, and it's all in his room, or he has like meals or whatever it is. And it's
Yeah.
but it accumulates in his room, and then he has like bags, and he has to take out the trash.
You do live like it's like a waste treatment plant.
Well, let me inject something here. I don't really do this with food. I do it with things much more so. Like with food, I'm good about like having it in a trash bag and like throwing it away.
Sure.
But with like objects, like maybe I have like a fucking hydro flask and a fucking glass of water, and then I have like my clothes on the floor, like things.
Yeah.
But I'm not like dirty.
No,
I'm messy.
Sure, but
I'm just saying that's my distinction.
I did. Somebody asked this in the Discord, and I thought about it, and I'm changing my answer to that person because I think Nick kind of used to be the messiest, but I think it's Ludwig now.
well, let me finish my goddamn story.
You
Aiden.
did interrupt a lot.
You interrupting.
I want to
bitch.
hear why I'm
also
the worst.
late.
But thanks, man.
So Nick comes downstairs with his bag of Chipotle. He opens the trash that we have, looks inside of it. He realizes, computates, this will not fit inside, lets the trash close, and then takes out his bag in his hand to the trash outside.
Wait, hold on. This is so fair. Because Ludwig watched me do this, and I actually have all the info in my brain, and I don't have to talk about it anecdotally. I can talk about exactly what happened. So I go to the trash, and it is 3/4 full. There is so much room left in this trash bag. Taking it out now would be a waste. And I go, well, I have a lot of shit that I'm throwing out right now. So I'm like, I'm just going to throw it out outside instead of stuffing it in here where it would fit.
I checked the trash. It was damn near full.
No,
it was good to go.
you're
it was
wrong.
good to go.
Because you got mad at me once for
good to
trying to make it fit. And so I was like, oh, I won't do this anymore if it makes Ludwig mad.
Well, no,
so
it was because you tried to make it fit instead of taking it out.
there was so much room left.
Nick,
I'm not wrong.
the council, I'd like you to back me up.
We don't have
This
photos.
guy's never taken out trash in his life.
The council would like to
Not true.
recognize
Not
Ludwig's statement that Nick
I
hardly
do
has
it.
ever taken out the
Yes,
trash.
True, hardly.
Probably can count on one hand. He has also never brought in the bins nor taken them out. The council recognizes
This is the thing that
Council
I do the
seconds
least.
it.
This is the thing that I do the least.
30.
I agree. I agree.
You've
can't-
been voted off the island.
No, but that's
can't
not
do
the
that.
thing we're talking about.
The
Well,
council recognizes that's not what we're talking about.
But it was part of it because
No.
you could have very easily taken those bags, thrown it, and taken out the trash. It's as much work, but you left it.
No, but your whole problem with stuffing things in the trash like that was not that it's full. Your problem was that it rips the bag. So I didn't want to set up a situation where I potentially make this an unusable trash bag to take out because it's so full that it rips. So I was like, oh, I'll try to do a nice thing. I wasn't trying to do a thing that's convenient for me.
Council, I took the trash out 1 hour later.
Yeah, you're just mad about that. You're not. What happened there is not what you think what
The
happened.
council requests to know if the trash was full when you took it out.
That's what I was also going to request as the council.
It was full to take out, yes.
The council would like to request to know if you put trash in there to make it full.
I think I had thrown out like the last item before I was like, this bag has to go.
The council would like to know how large the last item was.
It was like a factor meal. So
there's waste in there. It's a
Cardboard.
whole
Somewhat
fucking
large.
cardboard and a container and the utensil if you use a plastic one.
Council?
Can we sidebar?
Oh, off. They can't even hear the sidebar? They're walking away, audio listeners.